The 2026 Tesla Model Y is here, and with it comes a whole new set of changes, improvements, and refinements that mark Tesla's continued evolution of what is now one of the best-selling electric vehicles in the world. While it doesn't look radically different at first glance, under the surface, there's quite a bit going on that makes the 2026 Model Y worth a deep dive. Tesla has a habit of continuously updating its vehicles over time, sometimes without announcing major redesigns. That said, this year's Model Y brings what some are calling a soft refresh or even a stealth update, a strategic refinement of the current platform rather than a ground-up overhaul. But make no mistake, from the design tweaks to the interior overhaul and the upgraded software stack, this year's Model Y is very much a leap forward. Let's start with the design. The overall silhouette remains familiar after all. The Model Y is built on the same platform as the Model 3. But Tesla has given the 2026 version more aerodynamic finesse. Subtle changes to the front fascia, including a slightly slimmer headlight design and a reshaped lower bumper, give it a cleaner, more premium look. The coefficient of drag has been improved slightly as well, which translates to marginal gains in both efficiency and range. Tesla has also introduced two new color options this year: Obsidian Black Metallic and Arctic Blue Pearl, both designed with multi-layer coatings that add depth and shimmer depending on the lighting conditions. These new colors not only look good but are also more durable and chip-resistant thanks to advances in Tesla's paint technology at the Berlin Gigafactory, which is now handling a growing share of global Model Y production. Moving to the wheels, the standard 19-inch Gemini wheels have received a subtle refresh with more aerodynamic inserts, while the 20-inch induction wheels have a darker matte finish that plays well with the new body colors. Optional 21-inch U turbine wheels are still available for those who want the performance look, but Tesla has optimized the wheel well liners to reduce road noise further, something that owners of earlier models will definitely appreciate. Inside is where things start to get really interesting. Tesla has finally introduced a new interior architecture across the Model Y lineup that borrows heavily from the updated Model 3. Gone is the old steering column stalk setup, now replaced by capacitive touch buttons on the steering wheel and gear selection through the touch screen. This change has sparked a fair amount of discussion among Tesla fans, but the company insists the new system streamlines driving and adds redundancy via steering wheel sensors. Materials have been upgraded throughout the cabin. Soft-touch vegan leather now extends to the door panels and dashboard, and Tesla has introduced a new ambient lighting system with customizable LED strips that wrap around the cabin's edge. This lighting scheme adds a much-needed sense of luxury, especially during nighttime drives. Tesla has also added acoustic glass to all windows, not just the windshield and front side windows as in earlier models. This change significantly reduces cabin noise, making the Model Y one of the quietest EVs in its class. For families and daily commuters, this is a tangible quality of life improvement that goes a long way. The center touchscreen remains the focal point of the interior, but it's now brighter and features better haptic feedback. Tesla's latest UI update version 2026.20 brings enhanced voice command functionality, improved phone pairing, and better climate control integration. Apple Music, Spotify, and Tidal are now fully integrated with downloadable offline content support, ideal for road trips in areas with spotty connectivity. One of the more controversial changes is the removal of the traditional turn signal stalks, now replaced by steering wheel haptic buttons. While this will take some getting used to, especially for those transitioning from older Teslas or traditional cars, Tesla believes that the long-term user experience benefits outweigh the learning curve. In terms of seating, The 2026 Model Y now offers ventilated front seats as standard in the long-range and performance trims. Seat materials are now more breathable, and the foam density has been optimized for long-distance comfort. Rear passengers will notice improved legroom thanks to slightly redesigned seatbacks and thinner front seats. A new rear display carryover from the refreshed Model 3 is now available for rear passengers, allowing for control over climate, seat heating, and media. It also supports streaming apps like YouTube and Netflix, perfect for keeping kids entertained on longer drives. Cargo space remains unchanged, still one of the best in the compact crossover segment, but Tesla has added improved lighting to both the front trunk and the rear cargo area, making it more usable in low light conditions. The power tailgate is now smoother and quieter, and an improved weather seal means better resistance to rain and dust. Now, let's talk about range and performance, arguably one of the most important aspects of any EV. The 2026 Tesla Model Y long range now delivers up to 345 miles on a full charge, thanks in part to improved battery chemistry and slightly better aerodynamics. That's up from 330 miles in the previous version. The performance model offers slightly less, around 310 miles, but gets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds, which is blisteringly quick for a vehicle of this size. Tesla is now using the latest version of its 4680 battery cells in more trims. These cells not only allow for better energy density but also improve charging curves, meaning faster charging at superchargers, especially in the 10% to 60% range. You're looking at about 150 miles of range added in just 10 minutes under ideal conditions at a V4 supercharger. And speaking of supercharging, the 2026 Model Y is now equipped with a CCS2 charging port by default in North America, a move that aligns Tesla with broader industry trends and improves charging flexibility, especially as more public chargers become CCS compatible. Another major upgrade is in the area of ride quality. Tesla has retuned the suspension for better handling and more comfort. While the Model Y has always leaned toward a firmer, sportier ride, the 2026 version manages to be more composed over potholes and expansion joints. The optional adaptive suspension is still reserved for the performance model, but even the base setup benefits from better shock tuning and more compliant bushings. Autopilot and full self-driving have seen some significant back-end improvements, though they remain largely tied to Tesla's ongoing software development rather than hardware changes. However, Tesla has quietly updated the onboard FSD computer, now called HW5, in some builds, offering better performance and future-proofing for vision-based autonomous driving. FSD Beta continues to evolve, with better lane selection, smoother left turns, and more natural acceleration and braking behavior in city traffic. While still not truly autonomous, the system feels much more refined and reliable in everyday use, especially in urban environments. Tesla is clearly focused on full vision-based autonomy, and this year's Model Y is better equipped than ever to take advantage of those advances. One notable addition is the integration of Tesla Vision Parking Assist, which uses AI and the vehicle's camera system to provide a 360-degree visual representation, no ultrasonics required. The system is surprisingly accurate at low speeds and includes auto-parking capabilities that are now faster and more reliable than in earlier versions. In terms of connectivity, the Model Y now supports Wi-Fi 6 for faster over-the-air updates and cabin streaming, along with improved Bluetooth multipoint connectivity. You can now pair two devices simultaneously, useful for couples or work and personal phone setups. Tesla's mobile app has also received new features that tie into the 2026 Model Y. These include remote window venting, more granular climate scheduling, and the ability to view 3D renders of your vehicle's surroundings using the car's cameras. This makes Sentry mode and remote monitoring even more powerful. And then there's Tesla's focus on sustainability and cost efficiency. The 2026 Model Y is reportedly more efficient to manufacture, thanks to improvements in gigapress casting technology, which now produces even larger sections of the chassis in a single piece. This reduces production complexity and improves structural integrity, translating to better safety performance and lower production costs, some of which Tesla appears to be passing on to consumers with more competitive pricing. Speaking of pricing, the base Model Y, still called simply Model Y, now starts just under $44,000 in the US, before incentives. The long-range model is around $49,000. While the performance version starts at about $54,000. These prices are competitive given the feature set, range, and performance offered, especially when compared to legacy automakers trying to enter the F space with similar crossover SUVs. When it comes to competitors, the 2026 Model Y continues to outpace many rivals in terms of efficiency, software integration, and supercharger access. While vehicles like the Ford Mach-E, Hyundai Ioniq 5, and VW ID.4 are catching up in some areas, they still lag behind Tesla when it comes to seamless software updates, charging infrastructure, and resale value. Tesla's resale value remains strong, and the 2026 Model Y is expected to continue that trend. With its upgraded battery tech, improved range, and refreshed interior, this version should hold value particularly well, especially in markets with strong demand for EVs and supportive incentive programs. In terms of safety, the Model Y retains its top-tier safety ratings from both the NASA and IS, and Tesla continues to update safety features via software. New driver monitoring tools, improved automatic emergency braking, and lane-keeping systems all contribute to making the Model Y one of the safest vehicles in its category. So, is the 2026 Tesla Model Y worth it? For new buyers, it's a compelling package, more refined, better to drive, quieter inside, and packed with tech that's both useful and future-ready. For existing Model Y owners, especially those with 2028-2023 builds, the upgrades might be tempting, especially if you value the quieter cabin, better ride, or enhanced UI and rear display. Overall, Tesla hasn't reinvented the wheel with the 2026 Model Y, but they didn't have to. Instead, they've polished what was already one of the most dominant EVs in the world. The result is a smarter, sleeker, more comfortable Model Y that reinforces Tesla's lead in the electric SUV space.